This is the most transparent administration in history.
This week, that assertion by President Obama is yet again being tested. First, there's the Senate Intelligence Committee's report into the U.S.'s use of torture after 9/11.
I have grave concerns that the CIA's search may well have violated the separation of powers principles embodied in the United States Constitution.
That's the head of the Senate committee complaining about the CIA spying on its staffers as it poured over 6 million pages of classified documents to compile the report. President Obama's CIA director, John Brennan, had eventually to apologize after initially denying the charge. But the CIA has spent months attempting to black out as many pages as it can. The conclusions, though, have already been leaked. Not only was torture not effective in gathering intelligence, the CIA misled the government and Congress on its effectiveness and its brutality. Though the president insists he wants the report released, his Secretary of State called the Senate committee's chairwoman to ask her to reconsider the timing of its release, with widespread anonymous briefing underway from Obama's intelligence officials that publication may lead to violence overseas.
If some bad actors around the world decide to use this information, really it's because we engaged in torture in the first place and not because we made a decision to allow the American people and the rest of the world to have a full understanding.
Warning about the potential for violence is a common tactic used by the Obama administration. For example, it will have to prove on Friday that violence will be the result if some 2,000 photos from Iraq and Afghanistan are published. Some are said to show abuses far worse than those from Abu Ghraib, and put to rest the idea that torture was the result of a few bad apples.
This was a systematic, policy that was established from the very highest levels of government.
Potential international outrage is also being cited as a reason not to release 11 hours of recordings of a Guantanamo prisoner being violently removed from his cell and force-fed to prevent his hunger strike. But the question being asked is why official policy appears to ensure imprisonment at Guantanamo is as inhumane as possible.
It is very surprising, especially for a president that has said that Guantanamo has to be closed.
And overarching all these cases is the question of why the Obama administration is opposed to accountability for practices it says it knows are wrong. SHIHAB, RATTANSI, Al Jazeera, Washington.